welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Nastazsa, and for today's video we are doing another apartment balcony makeover. Now, my last balcony makeover is probably from about a year ago, and that was my first time ever living in an apartment that actually had a balcony and outdoor space. So I feel like that was my first time ever decorating that type of area, and I definitely loved the way that it looked, but it wasn't super practical. I realized that a lot of the things that I used in that video did not work out for me long term, so I'm definitely going to share some of that with you and just my tips and tricks. I definitely think going with more of a minimal aesthetic is just more practical for my lifestyle, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, today's video is super exciting because it is sponsored by Purify. I have been obsessed with this product, and I think everyone watching this will be obsessed with it too. This is a hand and surface sanitizing mist. So basically, this is a spray hand sanitizer, and I don't know about you guys, but I've been super into sanitizing my hands, but it isn't always the best option because it does dry out your hands. But Purify is different because it does have the aloe vera, so it puts the moisture back into your hands, so I don't deal with like the cracking, and my hands were like bleeding from other sanitizers, so I love this. Another great thing is it has this really fresh citrus scent. It's 70% alcohol, which is actually higher than the CDC requires, so you're definitely getting that great sanitation. And I love the fact that this is not only good for my hands, but you can use it on surfaces. So I actually, when I was done with this entire makeover, I went ahead and sanitized all the outdoor surfaces just so I was safe. And Purify has been super awesome to offer you guys 15% off. So if you use my code Laguna15, you can get 15% off. I highly recommend picking this up. It's also super hard to get your hands on good sanitizer right now, so definitely check them out. I've also been using this on like my phone and just a ton of different things over like the course of the few months that I've been using it, and it's awesome. You just spray it on your hands, rub it in, and I'm so obsessed with this scent. And lastly, I did want to mention that this is plant-based. So just all in all, it is a really great product. So definitely check them out. I will have it linked down below. Alright, so as I mentioned, I really wanted a fresh start, so I went ahead and took everything off the balcony, and honestly I had so much stuff on here, it felt like I was decluttering a little bit, so I definitely want to make sure I don't add too much back to the balcony. First thing that I wanted to handle was a little bit of privacy, so I found this little privacy screen as well as these bungee cords on Amazon, so I'll definitely link everything down below, but it was super easy to install once I got the hang of it. I was really nervous that the bungees were gonna go flying and like fly off my balcony, but they didn't. So I just went ahead and secured them and then made sure that I was stretching out this little piece of fabric as much as I could because they make them in different sizes. This one didn't exactly fit my balcony, but it was as close as I could get, and I feel like over time the fabric will stretch and it will fit perfectly because it's only about half an inch off at the bottom once you get everything situated. But this is such a great option if you just want a little bit of privacy. For me, I film a lot of DIYs out here, and it did always bother me that people could see me from the street and see everything that I was doing, so this is perfect. It lets the perfect amount of light in as well, so you don't have to worry about it being too shady on the balcony. You still get a nice amount of light here, but again, it's gonna make it a little bit cooler in the summer months as well. Next, I went ahead and opted for an outdoor rug this time. I did have the IKEA tiling on my balcony, but I ended up removing it just because it was so hard to keep clean, and I really don't recommend it for a balcony after having it for a year. I definitely think that this rug here is the better option to go with. This is easier to keep clean. You can kind of like dust it off as you go, but with the IKEA tiles, they just kind of create a lot of dust, and then the dust falls through the cracks. After that, I went ahead and added back in this floor base that I've had for the whole year, and it's held up really nicely outside, and in there I just put in the dried palm leaves. Now, since the last video of my balcony, you guys really wanted to get these, so I will have them linked down below. They're available in my decor shop. They're super easy for the balcony, very low maintenance, and definitely did a lot better than all of the plants that I had on my balcony. These require no water or anything, and they're just a really nice, beautiful decor piece. So I put a few in the vase and just kind of arranged them accordingly. I like to layer them and get all different sizes, but again, this is just such a great option for a balcony. You don't have to water it, it's low maintenance, and it still gives you that like earthy vibe. And they do fit really perfectly in this vase. However, I do know it is sold out, but if I can find anything similar, that will be linked down below for you guys. Next, I went back and added in my patio furniture, and I have the same patio furniture that I did. It has lasted so well throughout the year, so I will link it down below. But I did notice that they raised the price on this set $100, so keep that in mind. It was a little bit cheaper when I first purchased it. But I just love them, again, for being outside for the entire year. They still look so amazing. I do keep the cushions inside, obviously, so you will notice a difference when you do that. I would highly recommend doing that. I did accidentally leave them out in the rain a few times, and because they are waterproof and such good quality, I really didn't see any difference with them there. So this patio set does not come with a matching table, but I had my own already. This is a concrete coffee table that I've used inside for quite some time now, but it's actually an indoor-outdoor table from Sofavia. So I decided to finally use it outside. I do a lot of editing out here and getting work done, so I needed a table that was a little bit more sturdy and practical, aside from the smaller side table that I had before. So I went ahead and added that in, and because it's an indoor-outdoor table, I don't have to worry about it not holding up. I think it's gonna do just fine, and I absolutely love, they have a ton of different like concrete pieces, so I would definitely check them out if you're looking for like more concrete furniture. Sadly, since my last makeover, this is the only plant that was able to survive. I do think that my balcony gets too harsh of a sunlight on it when it gets really hot during the summer, and I think that's what happened to the other plants. This one in particular, I'm not exactly sure if I'm just doing something wrong, but if you guys have any tips, you can let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not the best when it comes to real plants. I did go ahead and decide to give it some water because someone suggested that it needed a little bit more water when they saw the picture of it. So I'm hoping that that does the trick. I do see a lot of like actual new leaves growing from it, so I'm not sure if the ends are just, like I said, a little bit burnt up from the sun because it was a harsh sunlight. But that's another reason why the privacy screen should help out with that long term. So all I did after that furniture-wise was just go ahead and add in the other chair that matches the chair that I already have and just put in the cushions. Again, I really wanted to keep the balcony super minimal because I do come out here quite a lot, and I just realized like extra decor pillows and just random little trinkets on the balcony really wasn't for me. But I did notice that there was just one last thing I wanted to add, and that was a little bit more lighting. The actual patio lighting that I have out here is very dim, so I just wanted to add in a little bit more, and I opted to actually drape these patio lights that I got from Amazon. They're super good quality, very durable for outside, and they are waterproof. So all I did here was just go ahead and attach all the light bulbs. It was packaged really nice, so I didn't have to worry about any of the light bulbs breaking or anything like that. And then what I did was I used the bungee cords that I already had to kind of work with what I wanted to do, because I didn't purchase any extra hooks or anything for the balcony, so I just wanted to use what I had. And again, my only tip with these little bungee cords would be to be really careful. You definitely don't want them to go flying off of the balcony, but all I did was just loop in the cording through the actual bungee cord to hold up the lights. And these bungee cords are really strong. They actually could probably hold up a little bit more weight than just these lights if you needed them to. Like, you could string plants on them or whatever you wanted. So I opted to, instead of draping the lights downward as you see me doing here, I just wanted them to go straight across. I just thought it looked more clean that way. It looked a little sloppy having them draped down since it wasn't perfectly fit for the length of my balcony itself. So after that, I was able to tuck in the excess in between the little privacy screen, which worked out perfect, so I didn't have extra cords kind of hanging out. The only situation that I need to deal with from now on is that cord in the back. I do need to get some sort of extension cord, but for now it will do. And then lastly, I just took my Purify and cleaned off all of the surfaces just so everything was nice and sanitized and ready for me to enjoy my balcony. So this is my new and improved balcony area. I think it is so much better and just so much more practical. Again, if you're like me and you actually spend a lot of time on your balcony, you don't want a lot of clutter, and I just found that some of the decor I used last time just ended up seeming like clutter and just unnecessary. My patio furniture was comfortable enough where I don't really need any like decor or toss pillows. So again, I just found a lot of the things unnecessary and wanted to go with more of a minimal, clean aesthetic since I do spend so much time on my balcony. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeover and could pull some inspiration from it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!